weird.
Good morning here from day 35. Yeah, 35. So I don't know if you guys heard it, but I tried to record earlier in this video. That dark video was late last night, a whippoorwill. It's been the first whippoorwill I've heard so far, and if you're not familiar with those things, they just screech and holler all night. They keep going that whippoorwill, whippoorwill, and it's loud, wakes everyone up, and they just go forever. Hoping to not hear those things too often. It's the second one I've heard in my life, and I don't think we have them in the north. I've never heard them up there, but those things drive you crazy, keep you awake. It's a cold day today. I'm thinking it warms up tomorrow afternoon, so only one more day of this chilly weather. But it is a little bit warmer than it was yesterday at this time, so I'm hoping maybe we get 5, 6, 7 degrees warmer today. Last night was cold. Slept in my hat and gloves and put on a bunch of clothes, and I was still pretty chilly, so I don't know what it got down to. Maybe in the upper 40s. Probably lower than that, actually. Mid to lower 30, higher 30s, I'd say. And not as cold as the beginning of the trail when I started, but definitely cold. When it's cold, it's hard to really get going. I know I mentioned that a lot. And just, I don't know, I like the warm way more, so it's looking like it's going to get really like perfect hiking weather in the next couple days, like low 70s, upper 60s even. So that's going to be a good relief. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to keep on going. There's really not much to talk about today in terms of like sights and stuff. It's just a much flatter day, especially the second half of the day. And yeah, that's about it. But I don't know how far I'll go. We'll see. Try and make some miles a little bit today, at least 15. So all right, guys, I'll catch you down the trail. Walking on one of these ridge lines with views to the right and views to the left, and you just split the middle like this and got views for miles. Some of my favorite actually is when I'm up like on these type of things. It's hard not to like them.
After a disturbance in the forest, they are the first to come.
Hey guys, just a real early afternoon check-in here. So I'm kind of changing up my plans a little bit here. So I'm gonna go to the Double Spring shelter tonight. So that'll put me at 14.5 mile day today. And then tomorrow, I'm not gonna enter Damascus tomorrow. I'm going to hike in basically right to the outskirts of it. So I'm not getting in really late, because I want to reapply tick stuff. So I want to spray permethrin, and that takes a couple hours to dry. And I want to shower, eat, and do some laundry. So if I got there late, I really wouldn't enjoy any of it. And staying in the hostel just late and then just going to bed, it's not worth it to me. I mean, I sleep even better in my tent, so there's no real point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk into Damascus like a mile or two. Oh, by the way, it'll be like a 16, 17 mile day tomorrow. And then do everything I gotta do, kind of relax, charge everything up, do what I would normally do on a town day. But instead of staying there, I'm just gonna head on out as well that night because I'll be well rested and I can get in some miles. And I think I like this plan. Well, I do like this plan more because I'm doing it, obviously. And I think it makes more sense this way too. So that's the new idea for Damascus. I've stayed there before. It's a great town and I'll be hanging out there for sure. But I do wanna head on out that day and make some miles down the trail since I'm not getting there tomorrow like as planned. So I don't want to put myself too far behind. Not that a 14 and a half and a 17 mile day is bad. I mean, that's really good, but that's the plan. And it's going to be much more enjoyable today, more relaxing tomorrow. And it's just good. So that's the change of plans for today. Doing good right now. The train is really gettable. So that's it. Also, Nomad is setting up Trail Magic in 4.5 miles or something. So excited about that. And now I can, instead of cruising in and cruising out, I'll probably sit in there and enjoy myself a little bit more. So just a change, and I don't see any negative on this change at all. So that's it, guys. All right. So I just passed the shelter and I totally forgot to record it, but it's just a shelter. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is because at that shelter, the Iron Mountain shelter, is where one of the famous AT challenges begins. People will stay there at night and they'll do the Damascus Marathon. So from there to Damascus, it's 26.2 miles exactly. And it ends at a Marathon gas station too. There's a couple of people doing it tomorrow I know of, like 5 or 6. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. And the reason I bring it up is because I'm on this terrain and it's very good. Like you can make some mileage. So that's why like people do that marathon day. But obviously I'm not, and I'll have a marathon later in the trail for sure, but probably a couple of them to be honest with you. But I'm not gonna do the Damascus Marathon. So, all right guys, just wanted to mention that. This really is some of the easiest section of the trail I've seen the whole way. It's soft too. I'm digging it. Hey guys, shout out time. So one of the questions I get asked a lot out here is, why are you hiking this and what got you into it? I'm not gonna go into the why right now. I will later. In all honesty, it's probably a really long-winded response. There's so many different reasons, but how I got into it, I would definitely say I got into it in around high school time when I was running track and cross country. I had a really tight group of cross country guys that I really liked, and track guys too, but the cross country team was really tight, and we ran in the summer and the winter, competed in the fall, and then did track in the spring. So we were together constantly, and we had a really good coach, Coach Blunk. He would take us out to these camps in the woods and we would run. Every day we would run and practice out in the woods, and at the camps especially we'd get a hotel resort type of thing, and we'd run twice a day, morning, afternoon. And it's those teammates, the group of guys, that I really got me into this. I think I just absolutely loved being high school, competing for sure. We were pretty good runners, I would say, and but I just love the goofing around, and I hope all those guys are doing really good, and I know some are watching, so I'm gonna try and remember, or I definitely remember them all, but I hope I don't forget anyone's name. So Keith, Dosky, the Gardellas, those were our class. Then upper class I was always hanging out with, it seemed like, and those were like some of my best buddies there on the team. Well, obviously my classmates too, still lifelong friends. But Hag, Steinmetz, Appleton, Leotard, Kevin, Absolutely loved those times at the camps and all the practices we had. I hope you guys are doing great and everything's going really well in your life. And I know some, like I said, some are watching, and if others can pass it on to some others that some people keep in touch with, that'd be awesome. I'd love to get together and maybe we could do a cross-country reunion run or something like that. But miss all you guys, and thanks for instilling some great memories in my life, and just, I mean, endless stories. We all had so much fun. Hope you guys are doing well. Trail magic. That's where the trail magic was set up. So we crossed this road and AT continues on. Awesome trail magic, awesome dude. Thanks, Nomad. Really, really, really cool guy. Hope to run into you again. How do you open this thing? This is the famous AT barn. I did not know it was in Tennessee. I thought it was in Virginia. But that is like an iconic little barn that you see always on videos. How cool. If I wasn't in such a hurry to get to the shelter, I'd sit in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Home for the night. Doesn't look like many camping spots. Change of plans. There was no tenting at that shelter, so heading on up to find a campsite. About a mile and a half further already. And nothing, so just heading on up. But yeah, it's fine. I was happy to get to camp early, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen tonight. Who knows how far I'm gonna go today, so it is what it is. I ain't mad about it. I actually made it to camp. This is where I'm gonna actually sleep tonight. Hey guys, just wrapping up day number 35 here. Ended up being a 17.7 or 17.8 mile day for me. Good day. Got to the shelter like I showed, and there was really nowhere to tent, so my buddy listener and I, we hiked on an extra 3.3 miles, and we're at this dispersed site, so he'll give us about 15 miles into Damascus. Not sure if I'm going in tomorrow or the next day. I'm not totally sure on what I'm going to do with that, but I'll think about it tonight and make up my mind. But really good day. I did not know that barn with the AT symbol was in Tennessee, like I was saying, and that was kind of cool to see. Really good trail magic. Trail was really pretty chill today. Some roller type of stuff, but nothing horrible by any means. Probably one of the easier trail terrain wise yet, I would say. Yeah, so really good day. Happy to be at camp. Didn't get here too late, probably about 6 o'clock, so better than my 7 o'clock the past couple days. And I don't know, it might be a little chilly tonight, so putting on some layers here tonight, and that's it. But talk to you guys later. Thanks, guys.